Hey guys, it's Beto here. Hopefully you're having a great start to your week. I want to do a quick market check just to let you know kind of what's going on in the market, the crypto market, as we start the new week. And also I want to talk about Bitcoin on base and why a breakdown of the uptrend that it was on for a couple of weeks, why it's not such a bad thing. And I'll talk about that in a second. So stick around until the end of this video. But I want to show you what's going on in the market at the time of recording this video. Bitcoin is still doing fairly well at 94,000, a little bit over 94,000. Ethereum is at 1,800. So over the last 7 days, not huge gains, just above the par. So a little bit of a percentage growth for both of those assets. Everything else kind of following suit, but nothing too crazy going on. And actually the fear and greed index is now neutral again. So I guess things have stabilized after the uptrend that we saw for Bitcoin, Ethereum over the last, 10 days. The last couple of days has been pretty stable, so not a bad, not too shabby. So we'll see where it goes as we get into the further into this week. But I want to show you something interesting. Yesterday I posted that Bitcoin on base had broken down from a trend line that had been respecting since April 8th, I believe. It started heading up. We saw a couple of pumps. It touched 28 cents and then it fell back down. And interesting because when I post stuff that it's not necessarily 100% bullish, there's a lot less engagement. And this, I mean, I think as trader, as an investor, you need to sometimes realize that, you know, it's not always going to go up. It's not always going to be euphoria, and it's not always going to be amazing green candles. And sometimes the pullbacks are good. They're healthy for a token. And obviously this is very short term for Bitcoin on base, because for me this is a multiple cycle investment for me. And I just like looking at the chart to see what's going on. But I think what's happening right now, it's broke down from that trend line, ascending trend line that we've been seeing over the last few weeks. But I want to show you kind of what I think it's going to do. I think it's probably going to consolidate in this little purple or teal looking square or rectangle that I drew. I think it's going to be holding at the 22 cents in terms of support. If it breaks down, it's probably going to go down a little bit more. But I expect that it's going to be consolidating and trading sideways in this range. Why? Because I think that there's going to be some accumulation there. I'm going to probably be picking up a little bit more, as I do every so often at this point. But I think it's going to be there for a little while. And one of the things that I've learned, and I'm, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I like looking at the chart and I like analyzing price action and that sort of stuff. Not because I trade or anything. I just like the numbers. I like to see data. And in my case, I think what's going on right now is this is like the steps that Bitcoin on base is taking to, you know, consolidate at higher levels. I think this is a good thing. Obviously, we all like the green, amazing candles, the euphoria. It's really exciting when you see the big pumps. But as often as you see those big pumps, you'll see the red candles come and the huge pullbacks as well. It's just not sustainable to go parabolic all the time. For some tokens or some coins, it has happened. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. But a project like this, I think it's something that it's going to take time. It's going to melt up. It's going to take one step. It's going to consolidate higher. It's going to, you know, pump a little bit. And obviously it has to do with the market and with what's going on with the project. So in terms of internal stuff and behind the curtain things that are happening with the developers in this project, I think there's a lot of great things happening. The mining is going to come into play pretty soon. Well, I shouldn't say soon, but in the future, holders that have 2,400 tokens of BTCB or more are going to be getting rewards in wrapped Coinbase BTC. So we'll see how that plays a role as well. But as long as this project continues moving forward in terms of the development of what's going on with the on-chain wellness app and then the mining, I think, you know, more and more investors will come in, and obviously the market has to do with it. But anyway, just wanted to tell you and show you kind of why the pullbacks are not such a bad thing. And if it continues to consolidate here at the 22 cents and above mark for Bitcoin on base, then we'll see higher, probably a higher floor. Maybe it'll break through the 28 cents mark, you know, at the end of May. We'll see. So we'll keep an eye on this. Just wanted to do this quick little video, maybe not so quick, a little bit longer than normal, but just wanted to share that on a Monday. Hopefully you're having a great start to the week, and I'll talk to you soon, guys.